Now we discuss football, the FIFA World Cup 2026 starting off in Mexico. From Mexico to the USA, it's a lot of buzz, a lot of fanfare, but the tickets by virtue of a lottery system. To discuss it further, joining us is sports expert Ali Mehdi. Assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum salam, I'm very well, thank you.
How are you ready to participate in the lottery now?
I'm very much looking forward to the lottery itself, and hopefully we can be there part of the spectacle in the USA, Mexico and Canada in 2026.
Well, Ali Mehdi, what makes this World Cup so special? I mean, we're heading all the way to Mexico. When was the last time that happened? And then USA combined as a host as well.
Look, the last time it happened that Mexico actually had the World Cup was in 1986 when the great Diego Maradona did the hand of God goal and he actually won against Germany. And that was probably one of the most memorable World Cups way back in Mexico 1986. And then obviously after that, in the USA 1994, who can forget when Roberto Baggio actually hit the ball over the crossbar, and actually they lost on penalties, and Brazil won that final in 1994. So it's actually after a good 32 years that the next World Cup is actually taking place over here in the USA, Mexico and Canada. It's a joint event. And what makes this so special, Ahmad, is that this time there are going to be 46 teams over there, and which means that a lot of teams from these confederations have now qualified. There's so many places up for grabs, and many teams in the past who couldn't qualify for the 32 team event have now been able to qualify or are qualifying for the 46 team event. So it'll be a bigger World Cup, lots of matches, and I myself, like yourself, I can't wait for this World Cup to begin.
Well, United States, Canada and Mexico jointly hosting. This is the first time that the three countries are hosting together. And I think it's going to be, as Ali Mehdi mentions, that the expansion from 32 to 48 is already something that the football world is eyeing very keenly, because that creates a lot of diversity and inclusivity in the world of football as well. And I think 64 in recent tournaments, we've seen the number of matches. Ali Mehdi, from that to 104 matches is a huge number for a football World Cup.
It's going to be a logistical nightmare, actually, especially for the whole FIFA team, for Infantino, the FIFA president. But he's really looking forward to it. He's already met many political figures. He's met the president of the US, Donald J. Trump, many times. He's actually showed the cup. And, he's given his full authority. He's given his full backing towards it. And he's really looking forward to it. So, there's been a lot of preparation into this. And whilst it's 104 matches, it's going to be so many matches back to back to back. In about 5 to 6 weeks it's going to take place, and between the mid of June to mid to end of July. So it's going to be a lot of matches, but it's good that FIFA have actually decided that in 10 months in advance they've actually started selling these tickets, because it's going to be a long procedure, and it's better that you get in the ticket line.
Talk about league football dominating and not more importance to international football. FIFA still has predicted about 5.5 million fans over the course of 39 days. I mean, that just tells us that even though leagues are so popular, whenever there's a football World Cup, that popularity is going to return to international football.
Look, I'll tell you one thing, one thing for sure. Why? When it comes to World Cup, there is nothing bigger than the FIFA World Cup, which began about almost 95 years ago. And the reason I say that is because, you ask any football player, they want to win the league, they want to win the Champions League, they want to win, domestic cups. They say, no, we want to win the World Cup with our country. That is the epitome. That is the main goal. That is the prime goal. That is why people from the streets of Rio de Janeiro, or you talk about Buenos Aires, or for example, like Grimsby, London, for example, they all want to play in that FIFA World Cup, and that's why they actually want to perform. So I think nothing beats that. When it comes to leagues, we have leagues every year, but World Cup only comes after every 4 years, and that's why we all look forward to it.
Well, Ali Mehdi, a final question would be that there are some concerns. You mentioned logistical nightmares. There are also concerns of player fatigue, because 104 games is a huge number. My primary concern is going to be extreme temperatures across some cities. That becomes a big nightmare for players.
No, thank you, Ahmad, for pointing this out. We've actually mentioned this on this platform many times, especially during the recently concluded FIFA Club World Cup, which Chelsea FC won. That, look, there are going to be problems when it comes to temperature. It's going to be very hot, it's going to be very humid, especially in these big stadiums, big sort of stadiums, which are concrete stadiums. So it hasn't been decided yet, but I really do hope that they actually have matches at American US nighttime. They don't have this 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock majority of the
Odd
kickoffs.
timings, yeah.
Odd timings. Because if they do that, the players are going to suffer. You're not going to get the best quality. And yes, it's going to be at odd timings for people in Europe and Asia and Australia. But it doesn't matter. You want the best matches to happen and you want it to be at the best time.
Certainly. I know it's too early to call, but I'm not going to say that for Ali Mehdi right now. We're going to give him some more time to pick a team.
No, I've already picked my team. You can ask me.
Yes, please. Just give me a name.
It has to be Portugal.
Portugal.
I really want Portugal to win. And you ask any neutral, not only a CR7 fan, a neutral. What is the team
thank you
is
very
for
much
Portugal.
for joining us. Loyal Portuguese and Ronaldo fan. He's made the call as well, but that's all we have time for. Thank you very much for tuning into Sports Extra. Until next time, from me and the entire team, it's goodbye.